Hello, everybody, and welcome to Trading Within the Box on May 30th, 2023 here. This is not a recommendation to buy, hold, sell stocks, options, equities, futures, or Forex. This is an educational video only. If you'd like to purchase stocks or any kind of options or anything in the stock market, please contact a licensed professional or the brokerage house of your choice. Thank you for coming to Trading Within the Box. Please like and subscribe my channel. And if you like this content, hope you do. Okay, so the S&P 500 here at the end of the month. Let's go to the weekly chart here. And right now, what's happening here is look at the week, the weekly volume. Okay, we know we have a holiday here, so we have no volume. Okay, let's go to a month because we're at the end of the month. We have one more day here to the end of the month. So this is what's happening. Let's go to a line chart now on the monthly chart. Look at the W formation we have on the S&P 500 right there. Boom, with the right side higher. And now we might come back, let's say, and we could build a new support level right in this area right here. And then we can come back up and test this area right here, which would be 428.81. Right now it's 420.18 today. On May 30th, 2023. So let's look at the candlesticks and let's go to see what's exactly happening here. Now, if you look at a monthly chart on the S&P 500, check this out. You can see it right here. We have a reverse head and shoulders, a bullish head and shoulders on the monthly chart. So we could be heading up here. We're closing higher again in this month here, okay? And we had increasing volume right there, and we're heading to the top range. We're not at the top of the range yet on the stochastic yet either on the S&P 500. Let's go to a daily chart, and what do we see on a daily chart? If we stretch this out, we go here, we get up and above. Let's see what happens if this holds right now at 419.99 or 420. Right now we're at 420.18, okay? Let's see what happens if this holds, and then we head up to the 427 area. Let's see what happens. How we'll know that is we'll obviously be going to a lower time frame. And right here is look at this. We made a new high, and now we're holding the support area. Let's see what happens thereafter. Okay, how we'll know also is let's look at the other indices. Let's look at the banks. We go to the banks, and right here on the XLF on May 30th, 2023 here, we built a nice support level and trading within the box right here. So as you look at the box, what do you see here? And you see the support area, support right there, okay? We're holding this area. What is that area right in that? Let's say we were at 31.87. Right now we're at 32.10. So we're holding right now. Let's see what happens on a monthly chart because we have 1 day left. And then we can review the monthlies and see. We have pressure to the downside still on a monthly chart here. So we could be going sideways on holding. So they could hold this market, okay? Right now we have the stochastic pointing down on the monthly chart, but we're holding this area. So when you look at it on a weekly chart on the XLF, right here, let's just see where we're at. Okay. So right here is exactly what I'm talking about, trading within the box, and here we are. So we could be pointing down on the monthly chart, but we could be holding here. So you see this little holding pattern. We could be going sideways for a little while here. Let's look at the semiconductors because I want to see that right here. And the semiconductors obviously are strong, and they've been strong, okay? So we got 1 peak, 2 peaks, 3, and we're at the 4th peak, and we're way up there in the supply area, okay? So you got to be careful here. If you're in the SMH, you're at 148.07 right now. You're taking your profits, okay? The support level, the buy, was at 123.72. We're at 148.07 here, okay? We have good buying volume going into this area. So let's see if we get this little pullback to the support level, which will be at this 137 or 138 area. Okay, and we'll see right there from that point what's going to happen, okay? When you turn over to the monthly chart on the S&P 500, you will see right here that we have the bullish head and shoulders. But what's happening? We're coming right to the top here, also on the monthly chart. So right now, if you're in SMH, you're selling your shares. You're getting out as you reach that area, because you can't sit there and expect, if you're at the top of the range on the monthly chart and you're going into that area with lighter volume, that you're going to pass it, okay? And the top of that range is going to be in the 157 to 158 range, okay? You're at 148.07. So that's something that you're going to want to look at, okay? Let's look at the IWM. IWM's the speculators, okay? And that's the small caps. And what are the small caps doing? As you look at it here, trading within the box, what's happening here? We're going sideways again. We do have higher lows here, though, as you see right there on IWM, okay? But you keep hitting the range and you're failing. You hit the range and you're failing right there. You hit the range, you failed there. Okay, so you do have higher lows. What's happening with the volume? We have a mixed bag. That's why we're going sideways, okay? So let's see on the monthly chart, because we have 1 day left in the month here, like we've been saying. And a similar situation here. Look at this. As I draw a circle, look where we are. Okay, this is where we are. So we got this little trading within the box in the circle here on the IWM. Okay, so we don't have a ton of conviction there on IWM. Okay, on the monthly chart. That's why we're going sideways right now. As we go to gold, let's go look at the gold market and see the GLD. So the GLD, which has been, they've been taking their profits, okay, like they did down here. Remember when they came up to the top, they took their profits. But then what happens here? 1, 2, we got 3 peaks. We come back down to this area. What's going to happen? We go into the gap, and the gap area on the GLD right here, look at the volume. You look at the volume on that, and you say to yourself, look at this, I'm going into it with nothing. Okay, so I'm coming back and I'm pulling back. And what's going to happen if it stops at 178.95? Okay, that's what I want to know. I want to know right here. Let me look at a line chart to see if we have any retesting. And no, not yet. We don't have the see the retesting on this side here off the bottom. See how we came up? And then we had the retesting, and we had the double retest right there. Okay, then we had another retest right up there into that area right there. Okay, so that's something that you want to keep your eye on a weekly chart. Let's go to candlesticks on GLD. Okay, now GLD, if we look at a monthly, we came off 2, we had 3, now we're at 4 peaks going into that area with that super high volume reversal candlestick. So we go into, we fail again, okay, into that area. So now what happens as we pull back on GLD? So now we're pulling into the support area, okay? So what happens on the weekly chart? Let's just go to the volume here. And we had, let's say 80 million shares, okay, where that big candlesticks is where I'm circling right there, okay? Look at that going in with what? We're going in with garbage volume. We're going in with a 39.76 million shares and a 30.5 million shares. Okay, going into 80, okay? So as we look, bring our charts back again at that price, which was 178.68, they did like that price. So as you go in and you look at almost 95 million shares, and when was that exactly? That was the week of February 28th of 2022. So you're coming into this area right here. If you're trading within the box, let's look at this area right here. We're coming into the support area, and we could get sideways. We could get the sideways situation coming down like this kind of thing, and then we break out. That could happen on gold. Okay, right now there's a little profit taking, and that's natural. But now watch when you look at as it's coming back with the lighter dojis, and you can see the stretch this out here for you. Look at the dojis coming down here, okay? So what's this telling you? You're coming up with nothing, okay? You fail into this area, boom, you start heading down. You have a doji, you have another doji, you have a doji at support, you have another doji right there. You have another one. You have another one today. So you're coming down and you're inching back. You have a channel coming back right here. Okay, you're inching back to the support area, which is right there. Okay, so that's in that spot. That's something that you're going to have to keep watching. Let's look at the month because we got the 1 day left here. And what does the monthly chart tell you as we look at it? We failed 3 times up here. Once, twice, and now another failure, okay? It's probably going to try to make another run. So what's going to happen is we're holding in this area. We're going to hold in this area, right in that spot, right around there, okay? So that's one. Remember what I said about the 178.88 area, okay? That's something that we'll go over to the weekly chart and we'll see exactly. We know we have another nice pullback here. Now look at gold as it was coming up, okay? We have this. If you put your eyes down to the volume, look at that volume stick, okay? We had it into this and we shot up and we made the new high and we came back with lighter volume. Now we're coming back with even lighter volume in this area right there, as you see it, and you're pulling back to the bottom here. So this is your trend, okay? So now let me draw a little bit of a trend line for you so you can see. Let's see if I can draw a little trend line there for you. So here we go, let's just say, right? Okay, look at this, okay? Now, always keep in mind with the trends, okay? The trend is your friend, right? Always, obviously. And then look at this, okay? Look at this right here, okay? So I want everybody to keep this imaginary picture in their mind to always know as it keeps coming to the, look at it's coming, now it's at support again, okay? And you're still in the trend. This is not broken trend yet on a weekly chart here yet. So let's see what happens when it starts going back up. And how are you going to know that is you're going to take yourself over to the 2-hour chart. And let's just see here. Okay, remember this, look at the trend. As I take my chart back, we were just on the weekly chart, okay? So here we are, and we're into the trend area, okay? So now we're at the support area, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Let's just delete that for a second so we don't confuse everybody here and just get rid of that, okay? So now, when you do look at this here, and this is when you're going to see if we're going to get a reversal. So you'll start to see the volume start to kick in, and you'll see the reversal happening right there, okay? You'll see right here, you have a lot lighter volume in this area and this area right here. So let's say you start to get this, and then you start to get this kind of thing, and you know you're on your way again up there. Okay, so that's something that you want to look at when you're looking at the 45-minute chart too, to catch the reversal. Right now, there's no buyers in here right now at this moment. They're coming in a little bit right here at support, but that's covering, okay? And you have a holiday weekend, so you got garbage volume in that situation, okay? So at this point, let's look at silver really quick, and then I want to look at the dollar too really quick with you. And same thing with silver, okay? Same thing with silver. We're coming back with the lighter volume. Not as strong as gold, but we are at support right now, okay? So it came down, and we had this gap down, okay? And then we're back. We're down here. We want to see if we're going to get a reversal here, okay? Let's see what happens there. The dollar UUP, remember what I said, okay? I said this about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure it was about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Remember what I said in one of my videos about the dollar? It was basing. Remember the heading of my video was the dollar was basing. We came back with the lighter volume, right? We got some buyers coming in here, okay? Just because it closed lower doesn't mean that they were not buying, okay? We had coming off the support. We came down with heavy volume. We came back down to retest with lighter volume. I was telling you in my video that you were going to get your basing here for a pop to the upside, and I was exactly 100% right. We had the engulfing, and look at this. Now we're at trading within the box here, right? What's happening now? We want to see if we're going to get a breakout here, okay, on the dollar. Let's see if we get a little bit of a breakout here. We'll know that, and then what'll happen as soon as that happens is all the short sellers that are right in this area right here, okay, what are they going to do? Okay, they're going to turn. They're going to turn, and they're going to switch their position, and they're going to go long, and that's when you have the breakout from trading within the box. There's your box, and you're looking for the breakout to come, okay? So that's something that you're going to have to look at, and I was exactly 100% right about the dollar basing on the weekly chart, okay? And you could see it here, actually, right here, that you're in resistance on a daily chart. And there's your W. There's your retest W, okay? Right there. Boom. I was 100% right. Now, you could go sideways here for a little while, too. You could fail and come back and retest again and go sideways. It doesn't mean this thing can do anything. Remember, this market could change on a dime. This market could change, flip on you in 1 second because nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. We're in a very uncertain times here, okay? So now we go to the weekly chart. And what do we say about the TLT? Okay, so this is the 20-year bond. So we've been watching the bond, the 20-year bond on the weekly chart. So what do we have exactly here on the weekly chart? Trading within the box. There it is again. We're going sideways again on the TLT, which is the 20-year-old, the 20-year Treasury bond right there, okay? My drawings stink. There's the support, the demand areas. And you're right there at a support level again, okay? If you want to short this thing and you don't know how to short, go to the TBT. That's the ultra short version. You just flip back and forth with both of those, okay? So that's something that is something you're going to be watching, okay? Microsoft, before we go, what do we got going on with Microsoft? What did I tell you about my breakout? When I did my video about the breakout, Microsoft was breaking out. I was 1,000% right, and now we're at 331.21 on Microsoft. Okay, so I'm not saying that I know everything. I have this crystal ball, but I was just following the money to show you exactly what was happening here. Okay, what exactly happened on Microsoft? We were trading within the box at that point, right here, and we broke out. Okay. We had the trading within the box right here with the sideways consolidation. Remember, this is on the weekly chart, okay? And then, boom, we broke out again, okay? So, remember my video when we were down here in this, I think it was the 290 range. And now look what a return that is, right? Now we're going to be testing at one point, okay? This is not a surprise, okay? We're going to test this high right here. Now, this high was on November 22nd of 2021. Okay, and that high right there was 349.67. So we're getting awfully close to the all-time high on Microsoft here. Okay, so now as it approaches it, okay, we look at the volume on the weekly chart with 107.337 million shares. Okay, we're coming up, okay, with 219 million shares, and now we're going into these areas, 174 million shares with 158 million. Okay, so we could get up and above. We get up and above this. Look out, because here's what's going to happen with Microsoft. Remember what I always say. Here's the supply area. Okay, let's see what happens if we get up and above it and we break out, and all the short covering, which is right here, starts to buy it back. It's over. Then you're going to 386 or 387. Okay, in that area. Okay, what a surprise, right? So we thought that the August highs were going to be hit at one point, right? And then we went over to the April of 2022 highs in that range, and now we're heading towards the all-time high on Microsoft coming up. So that's something that was a big surprise from last August, right? Let's say, okay, we didn't think we were going to get that, but we knew that recently we were going to get it because we were just following the money, and it's exactly what we do. Okay, so now on Aapl, here's the same thing, trading within the box. Look at the box. Okay, where are we heading? Towards the supply area again. Okay, here. Now last time we went up with higher volume the last few times. So now we're coming into this with lighter volume. Let's see what happens if we nibble up. Okay, I think we're going to fail at this area, and then we're going to come back, and they're going to retest it again. So let's see if I get a breakout of it with Aapl. Okay, that's something also. So I just want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, sharing, and enjoying this session here. Happy trading. Happy Memorial Day weekend with everybody. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you next time on the next group of charts.